Here's an evening weather update. This is Tuesday, the 9th of May, and it's all going to be radar. And keep in mind, this is a time stamped product, so this is valid as a discussion into the early evening. But the radar images that we're using here are recorded, well, right now it is 5:35, so that'll give you some context. Anyway, what I wanted to show you here was the fact that there are two things going on. There's a severe thunderstorm watch, first of all, in effect for most of southwest Missouri, except the extreme southern portion and in the northern Arkansas, but that may be extended this evening depending on what you see here on the radar screen, which is two things. You see individual storms popping up. We had one in southern Springfield earlier today around 1:32 o'clock. That is the start of what you're seeing that's forming out ahead. Those storms are kind of sort of lazily moving to the north. They've had some 1-inch hail reports with them. There was even a 2-inch hail report with one of those storms there in northern Polk County. Those storms are going to continue to be a hail threat, a little bit of gusty winds, but mostly a hail threat, very unstable air. And then, of course, you see the obvious line of storms, the Boeing segment of storms there in eastern Kansas. That one is continuing to move along at a pretty good pace, accelerating a little bit. And there's been a history of 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts behind that earlier on. When it was further west in Kansas, there was even a couple of 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So this thing will continue to pick up speed. It's a wind and hail threat, with the wind being with the Boeing segment and the hail there too, but also with those individual cells. Of course, we have to bring up the T word, tornado. Not very likely, although if I had to assign an area where a weak one might occur, it would be in those individual cells that are kind of drifting along a boundary there. But they're also moving into more stable air, so they may not last very long. So yeah, not much of a tornado threat. Again, the severe thunderstorm watch kind of reflects that idea that generally speaking, we're looking at hail and gusty winds. That's the update for tonight. Keep it safe out there. Again, watch for just local advisories. Pretty good gust of wind. By the way, that will move through southwest Missouri here over the next 3 hours or so, probably arriving in Springfield in about 2 hours from now, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. It is moving a little bit faster with time. That's your weather update. Keep it safe out there. We'll talk to you at some other time.